What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video with your host, as always, K-Mac Time. Now, I know it's been quite some time since I've made a video for this channel. You guys may be wondering, where have I been? What is up with the channel? Well, I will get to that in a future video. The long story short is I've had a lot of stuff going on in my life recently. Gotten a job, gotten a new place to live. As you guys can see, I'm in a new place. And I've been a lot of stuff going on, and it kind of put the channel on the back burner. But I do want to return to making content for you guys based around gaming, based around cartoons, theories, things like that. As always, it's in. And today I had a really epic day out game collecting. As you guys know, I'm a huge game collector. Been really into collecting for Xbox 360, PS3, and Wii. Right now, things are just so dirt cheap. I'm trying to get a complete collection of Xbox 360 games. About 700 in, and like I said, they're super dirt cheap right now at GameStop, at pawn shops, even online. You can find them, just people post them on Facebook groups for a couple bucks a piece, and I just pick up everyone I don't have. But today, guys, and you guys will see in this video, I had an absolutely insane day of video game chasing. I wish I had brought a camera along to capture footage along the way, but I wasn't planning on making a video. Like I said, I haven't made one in quite some time. But I had to share the epic pickups today because things were just one of those days where everything lined up. Prices were insane. Games were just flowing everywhere I went. Every pawn shop was loaded to the gills with games. Dirt cheap and super uber rare items at times. Just games you just never see. PS1, Genesis, Super Nintendo lots, Xbox 360 games like you wouldn't believe. Dozens and dozens of them. PS3, PS4, Xbox One games I even got dirt cheap. Wii U systems and consoles, limited edition consoles. Wow, absolutely insane. I may have spent a little bit of too much money. The girlfriend might be a little bit mad at me at the moment, but she'll come to realize that it's absolutely worth it to buy these, especially at the prices I got them at. I'll try to do my best along the way, remembering where I got it, what I paid for what, and all that good stuff and what it's worth. I'll try to give you guys a breakdown, maybe give you guys some pointers of games and systems and stuff like that to look for when you guys are out game collecting, if you guys are looking to build a collection, or if you guys are looking to potentially flip these games, or things like that. People do this stuff, and I'm pretty good at it, and I want to share some of those things with you. But with that out of the way, guys, let's just go ahead and jump right into some of the stuff we got today. Like I said, there's a ton of stuff, probably over 200 games, 5 or 6 different systems. We have a lot to get through, so I'll do my best to get through it as fast as I can and just show you guys everything I got. But wow, here we go. All right, guys, like I said, I got an absolute crap ton of stuff today. Just an insane amount. A lot of this is double, especially at the 360 games. But for what I paid for them, I was picking them up. I'll give them to other collectors. I'll trade them into game stores. I'll flip them, put them towards things I need. But wow, absolutely insane. Starting off over here, most of this was at a local pawn shop. And like I said, prices today were absolutely insane. They had just pulled out an entire rack of games, hundreds of them. And I was looking through them, and like I said, you can see here, there's some amazing titles, and they said $1.50 a piece. $1.50 a piece for all PS3, PS2, Wii, Xbox 360, original Xbox. All these games on the table here on this section, on this part, were $1.50 or $1 a piece. The Gamecube games I got somewhere else. We'll get to those in a second, but all of this stuff, probably close to 70, 80 games, $1.50 a piece. I think I got out of there for like less than $150 total. Absolutely insane. Let's go through some of these. Some of the ones here that are kind of notable. Hyper Dimension Neptunia. Never played that one. A game that I've been looking for a while, and that is the Simpsons game. So this is actually a pricier game, going for like $40 these days. This copy's a little rough, but for $1.50, I will definitely add to the collection. This one's a cool one here. This is Asura's Wrath. This is actually a top-down shooter based on Greek mythology. Pretty awesome game. Another like $30 game here. We got some Ulterior Rona games. These are RPGs. I'm not real big into PS3 RPGs, but for $1.50 a piece, you can't pass something like that up. Let's see what else we got here. Ninja Gaiden Sigma. Pretty dope game. Splatterhouse. This is actually getting a pretty pricey game too. Most of the horror games on the 360 and PS3 are starting to rise in price. This is one to look out for. Dragon Ball Raging Blast 2. Another awesome game. I'm realizing now that if I go through each game here, I will not make it through this in a fashionable amount of time. Let's just go through and I'll pan through them and I'll pick out some of the ones that are actually some of the higher sought after ones. Where's it at? The Spyro game. This is actually a pretty sought after Spyro game. Dawn of the Dragon. One of the last Spyro games. Probably the last Spyro game if I'm remembering correctly. It's actually like a $60 game on PS3. I've played the Xbox 360 version, but now I have both. So there's another good one here. 2 copies of 50 Cent Blood in the Sand. Game you don't see very often. Bleach. That's actually a pretty cool game. It's like a hack and slash game. Let's move over to the PS2 stuff because we got some absolutely amazing games on PS2. Again, dirt cheap. Start off at the top here, some of the common ones. Yu-Gi-Oh!, Dark Cloud, Dot Hack Infection, the first one. Wild Arms 3, Xenosaga, Baldur's Gate, Disgaea, Castlevania, the original Half-Life, Spyro, and then shit got absolutely crazy. I about died when I saw these games sitting on the shelf for $1.50. My heart absolutely sank. Silent Hill Origins, Silent Hill Shattered Memories, Silent Hill 4, Silent Hill 3. Wow, those are some insanely pricey games. Talking $60, $70, $100 sometimes for these copies. And all complete, all there, really cool stuff. Love to see that. I already have a couple of them, so I will be flipping a few of these or trading them in. But awesome to see. Also, another really crazy priced game here. Def Jam, Fight for New York. Complete. Awesome. Love to see that. What else was in there? Shadow Hearts Covenant, another pretty sought after game. Drakengard, pretty sought after. And then you got like Tony Hawk and Need for Speed Underground. Some pretty cool games there as well. Again, this is probably several $100 worth of games here. Probably paid less than $25 for all of that. Was extremely excited to see those games. Moving over to the 360, you got some amazing games on the 360 as well. Portal, Import Tuner is actually a pretty hard game to find. Silent Hill, again, Splatterhouse, another copy of Splatterhouse. So happy to see that. Ghostbusters, pretty pricey, about $15, $20 game. A lot of comments here, Deadpool, Madden, Turok, Battlefield, but I like that because I use a lot of these cases when I get a nice game or a game I want to replace the case. I'll just use one of these games. I pay $1 for it to replace the case on something in the collection. Some other good ones down here, some Ace Combat, Persona. Saw 2 is actually a pretty sought after game these days. You don't see it very often. Want to keep an eye out for it. It was about $30, $40. Pretty cool horror game. I have the first one, so needed that one. And then over some more pricier games over here. Raiden 4. Absolutely was stoked to see this. You never see this kind of stuff in the wild. I could not believe the games they had at this pawn shop, guys. It was insane. It's like they've taken like all these games and just been building them up for years. And then today they just decided to put them all out on the floor. And I would happen to be there at the right time. These games right here are also just super sought after right now. Deadly Premonition, another horror game you don't see very often. Shooting up in value. I know the PS3 is a definitive version of it. Worth a little bit more, but the 360 version got a good price on it. What else? Oh, a Raiden Fighter Aces, the other Raiden game. Another shooter. Shooters always hold their value. One you don't see very often. Majin the Forsaken Kingdom is a game I've never seen before. I don't see this one often. I don't think it's worth too much, but it's just a game. You know, all my days of 360 collecting, I just don't see it very often. So stoked to see that one. Oh, what else? Oh yeah, these games right here, absolutely insane. The prices on these NCAA games right now, guys, absolutely crazy. Look out for NCAA 13, 14. And then NCAA Hoops 10 and College Hoops 2K8. These ones go for about 40 to 50, which is absolutely crazy to me. And this one goes for over $100. Could not believe that. Absolutely crazy. And I believe the 2K8 games goes for about $70 to $80 as well. Absolutely crazy. So if you get, people are always thinking like these games are worth like $1 or less, keep an eye out for these specific years, guys. Madden, or not Madden, College Hoops 2K8 and NCAA Football 13 and 14. Very high dollar games. Pretty high in demand too. Super easy to sell these days. Moving along, what else we got here? Fatal Inertia is a cool racing game, kind of like F-Zero. You don't see it very often. 007, the Castlevania collection game is pretty cool, and Fable Anniversary is one I didn't have, so I was pretty stoked to see that. Along with the collector's edition of BioShock. Pretty neat stuff there. I know I'm kind of just going over these pretty quickly, but like I said, there are just so many, and I did this in just a terrible way, so now they're just falling all over this table. Got some good Wii games. Just a couple of Guitar Hero games I didn't have. The Simpsons game on the Wii. Final Fantasy, Ghostbusters, Jurassic Hunt, one I don't see very often. Just some generic stuff on the Wii I didn't have for some filler games. I was able to pick up, oddly enough, at 2 different pawn shops for 15 bucks each. 2 copies of The Amazing Spider-Man 2 on the Xbox One. One with the case and one was loose, but I got them for 15 bucks each. These go for about $45 to $60 these days, because this game was actually delisted off the Microsoft Xbox Store because Sony bought the rights to Spider-Man, and you know, they made the next Spider-Man game a PS4 exclusive. So this is the last Spider-Man game you can play on Xbox, and it's been taken off the storefront. So the only way to play it is to have the physical disc, and from what I hear, it's an okay game. Some crazy stuff on the PS1, some incredibly high-end titles. These were a little bit more expensive. They weren't giving these ones away. I actually paid a little bit for these, but again, solid titles. I think I paid like, I don't know, $15, $20 for most of these, and some of these are really high dollars. You can see here, Tomba 1 and Tomba 2. Very rare games. You just don't see these. These are pretty expensive games. I got them for like 15 bucks each. Dragon Ball Z game I didn't have. I got paid like $5 for that. Power Shovel, a game I've never seen before. I think I paid $5 for that. Another copy of Spyro. I think I paid $5 for that. Spider-Man 2. Unfortunately, it's missing the front cover. I think I paid $5 for that. Crash Bandicoot Warped. Again, paid $5 for that. A game I don't see very often is another Squaresoft classic JRPG on the PS1, Threads of Fate. I don't know much about this one, but it is by, again, Squaresoft. They made all the great PS1 RPGs. I think I paid $15 for that. So stoked to finally come across a copy of this. Very clean copy, too. Mega Man Legends 2. I think I paid $35, $40 for this, maybe. Not the best price, but I'm still very happy to pay that price. And finally, another really awesome game. Diablo on the PS1. I think I paid $40 for this as well. Pretty good price. I think it goes for like 60, 70, maybe more. And then just on the original Xbox, I got a few throwaway games. I got Star Wars Battlefront 2, Godfather, Morrowind, and Half-Life 2. So again, guys, all this stuff, it came from a pawn shop except for these GameCube games, which I actually got at a yard sale, and a couple of them I picked up at a local store. I think I picked up both these 007 games, this game, and the 2 Mario games at a local store. They had them for $6 a piece, and then the rest were at a yard sale, and some good titles. So Baten Kaitos, I'm not sure how you say that. These were all, I think the lady had like $4 a piece on them, and I got, I think I talked her down even a few bucks off of that. But Baten Kaitos, Mario Kart Double Dash, Mario Sunshine, Enter the Dragonfly, and Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, all like a few bucks each. Loved seeing GameCube stuff at yard sales, guys. Unbelievable price on those. And then that same lady went and dug out this box right here. And you guys can already tell, it had a Super Nintendo in it. But not one Super Nintendo, 2 Super Nintendos. I've tested these, they both work. There's a couple controllers in there, and a nice little stack of games. Drag these out a little bit more so you can read them. Looks like there's Donkey Kong Country, Paperboy, Home Alone. There's Super Mario in there. Yoshi's Island is in there. What else is in there? Wario's Woods. Some decent games. Nothing too crazy. You know, Mario Kart's in there. You know, had a couple of controllers in there. Also had a couple of NES dog bone controllers. Super excited to see these. You don't see these very often. Pretty cool. So I got this entire box for $40. Absolutely insane garage sale find. Was blown away at that. And then over here, back to the pawn shop stuff.
finally I picked up a few PSP games. These were $2 each. Just some stuff for the shelf. I don't see PSP games too often. Some cooler stuff here, some Dragon Ball, some Metal Gear, some Final Fantasy, and the dual pack on top, pretty cool too. But finally, guys, the thing I've been waiting to show you guys is over here. I picked up some consoles today. Some consoles I've been wanting for a long time, and I got a really good deal on a Facebook group. Local Facebook pickup on these. Absolutely insane. Picked up the Halo 4 edition. As you guys can see here, it came with 2 extra controllers too. It came with 3 limited edition controllers. They're really cool. Same with the Gears of War one, which is just so beautiful. These controllers, guys, are just amazing. I love these designs. And if you guys have never used one of these slim consoles, these limited edition ones, and I'll try and get some footage of it, when you turn these on, they actually have custom sounds they play. So like it'll play like a Gears of War sound when you turn this on, and when you open up the disc tray, it'll play a custom sound. Same for this one. And finally, guys, the one I'm so stoked for is the Star Wars one with C-3PO and R2-D2. So freaking cool. I just love these so much. This one plays like a little R2-D2 noise when you turn it on. It goes beep, beep, boop, boop. So cool. And he actually threw in, he didn't have the console for this, but he actually had the box. So I'll have to track this limited edition console down sometime and get some controllers for it. But I thought the box was pretty cool. He just threw it in. I paid 150 bucks each for these, so I paid 450 bucks. I know it's a lot of money, but man, they are just so cool. And you don't ever see them with all 3 controllers, and you just don't see it. And then finally, I picked up a white Wii U. The guy had 10 bucks on it at a yard sale. And no cords, no controllers, but I did test it with my cords and controllers. It does work. I just have to track down some more cords for it. You just don't see the white model very often, so I thought I would pick that up. But yeah, guys, absolutely insane. I think close to $600 total spent today. But honestly, between all these games, probably over $1,000 value. Probably more than that, honestly. There's a couple of like $100 games in here, several of them. And lots of $50 games, $30 games, $20 games, $10 games. I picked out some absolutely crazy stuff, and I've got a lot of stuff to go through. But wow, I've been rambling for way too long, guys. I'll get out of your guys' hair. Like I said, guys, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Let me know what you guys think about game collecting down in the comment section down below. I'll give you guys a shot over here of some of my games on the shelf as I get out. But like I said, guys, thank you guys for watching today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys have found recently. If you guys found some cool deals out at pawn shops, what do you guys like to collect? Let me know all that down in the comment section down below. But until next time, guys, remember that it's always K-Mac time somewhere. Until then, guys, take it easy and peace out.